The Honorable Suntay.
On the alleged misuse of confidential funds. Ginagamit ito ng complainant para ipakita na may misuse o malversation ng confidential funds. Pero mahalagang tandaan na ang paggamit ng confidential funds ay governed ng COA DBM Joint Circular 2015-01. Sa circular na ito, kinikilala na ang confidential funds ay ginagamit para saan? Surveillance activities, intelligence gathering, informant payments. Dahil dito, cash transactions talaga lahat yan. So hindi porket may mga cash transactions o may movement ng funds, ibig sabihin, meron ng malversation o merong corruption na nangyayari. Hindi rin pwedeng sabihin, bakit nagastos yung pera in 11 days as alleged? Dahil ang spending, yung bilis ng paggastos, hindi naman automatic, ibig sabihin, illegal na. Confidential operations often require immediate payments to sources like informants. Ang mas mahalagang problema sa complaint ay hindi nito pinapakita kung saan napunta ang pera. May personal benefit ba na pumunta o nakuha ang Vice Presidente? Wala sa complaint allegations na tumanggap siya ng bahagi ng pera. Walang nakasaad na may asset bang nabili using that funds. May bank transfer ba papunta sa kanya? Ang reliance ng complaint, kung babasahin natin, mula sa mga COA audit findings. Audit observation memorandum, notice of suspension, notice of disallowance. Pero sa ilalim ng COA audit rules, ano ba yung audit observation memorandum? Preliminary observation lang ito. Ano yung notice of suspension? Pagkulang ang dokumento. Ano yung notice of disallowance? Administrative finding. Pero ito, subject to appeal.
Madam Chair, point of order muna.
There's a point of order. Honorable Suntay, let's hear the point of order of the Honorable Abante.
Yung ba pinag-uusapan natin? Ano ko yung ba pinag-uusapan natin?
This is about confidential fund.
Oo.
Yes, this is about confidential
Ang
funds.
pinag-uusapan natin kanina,
Madam Chair,
Kung
this is
tendre
regarding
lang,
confidential
Let's,
funds.
Nagpapa-
let's
Papaliwanag
allow
pa
the
ako eh.
Honorable Abante to finish the point of order.
ang pinag-uusapan natin kanina, kung yung office ng Secretary of Education, saka yung Vice President's office, impeachable offense ba yun?
Madam Chair,
Ang pinag-uusapan yun. Dali lang,
complaint.
nagsasalita pa
Kindly
ako.
wait until he
Ano?
finishes.
No. Binapaliwanag mo kung paano ginamit ang confidential fund. Hindi pa na pinag-uusapan yan eh. Pangalawa, paliwanag. Dapat yan pinag-uusapan yan sa impeachment court. Hindi dito. Madam Chair, yun lang.
For the guidance of the Honorable Abante, there are allegations as to misuse of confidential fund in the office of the Department of Education with the Vice President as Secretary of Education. So, it is my humble submission that the manifestation of the Honorable Suntay is aligned to the deliberation on the second ground of the fourth impeachment complaint. The point of order is overruled.
Thank you very much, Madam
The Honorable
Chair.
Suntay may proceed.
And to my good friend, Congressman Abante, if I may continue.
You may. Thank you.
Hindi ito automatic proof ng graft o malversation. Ito ay consistent sa sinabi ng Supreme Court sa Navales versus People at Guillen versus People. GR numbers 219598 at 220108. Kung saan sinabi ng Korte na procedural irregularities on procurement violations do not automatically result in criminal liability or graft. Makikita rin, kagaya ng sinabi ng aking paboritong colleague, Congressman Joel Chua kanina, may nabanggit siya tungkol sa kay Madriaga, affidavit ni Madriaga. May tanong ko lang, nasaan ba si Madriaga? Di ba, nakakulong yata? So we are relying on an affidavit issued by an individual who is currently in prison. Now, sino ba si Madriaga? Meron ba siyang appointment kay BP Sara to prove that he is an employee or an authorized person? Para ma-direct na naman natin yung linkage nung dalawa. Kasi if we rely heavily dun sa affidavit niya, it should not come
Madam
from
Chair,
a polluted force.
point of
Madam
order.
Chair.
There's another point of order. Let's hear the Honorable De Lima.
Are we talking now here about the credibility of a prospective witness in these proceedings? We're not yet at the evidentiary stage. We're not yet supposed to judge whether or not Mr. Madiarga is credible. So it is premature and it tries to divert the matter now. We are just talking here about the confidential funds and also about the concurrent capacity, of the Commission of Offenses of the Vice President in her concurrent capacity as Secretary of Education.
Madam
So let's
Chair.
not talk yet about whether or not worthy, whether or not credible, whether or not totoo yung sinasabi ni Madiarga. We have yet to hear from him, aside from this sworn testimony, or sworn affidavit. So that's out of order, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Suntay.
it is necessary to raise this because his affidavit is attached to the complaint and it is relied on heavily. Yun lang ang point ko.
Nevertheless, the Honorable
But-
Suntay, please be reminded that we are only at the stage of the sufficiency in substance. We are not discussing yet the weight of the evidence attached.
Yes, I know, Madam Chair. I
The
just
point
want to
of
make that
order is sustained.
clarification.
Madam Chair,
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, just a quick rebuttal.
The Honorable Chua.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I agree with the...
The Honorable Chua is reminded to refrain from further commenting to the manifestation which has been the subject matter of the point of order of the Honorable De Lima.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, this is just a recital of facts. By the reading of the affidavit itself, titignan po natin kung meron nga po talagang offense charge. At maliwanag naman po dito, meron pong perang nilabas, as cited in paragraph 1, in paragraph 123 of the complaint. And ito pong 125 million na binabanggit dito, sinabi rin po sa paragraph 125 ay pinasa sa kay certain Dante La Chica. At dito rin po sa paragraph, dito rin po sa complaint na to, maliwanag sa paragraph 134 na sinasabi po ni Madriaga na siya po yung kumuha nitong pera at diniliver niya. So meron pong money trail na hinahanap po tayo. Now, bakit po nakunik ang Vice President? Kasi po, sinasabi rin po dito sa paragraph 150, sinasabi po dito na yung pong pagpapasa ng pera from the SDO to another na wala naman pong koneksyon ay upon the instruction of the Vice President. Now, dito rin po sa ating affidavit, nakalagay rin po dito at dinefine din po dito kung ano po ang definition o element ng graft and corruption. Nakalagay po yan sa paragraph 146. RA number 3019, paragraph 3A, penalizes public officers who persuade, induce, or influence another public officer to perform an act constituting a violation of rules and regulation. Definitely, yung pagpupunta po ng pera from one person other than the SDO is a violation of rules and regulation. Thank you po.
Madam Chair, a quick
Thank you.
reply.
Before I call the Honorable Suntay, let me finish first with the list. The Honorable Nasal and then the Honorable Acosta.